Hey everybody, it's going to be a vlog style video. Hopefully I can finish this video by Monday. It's currently, Saturday the 11th? It is in fact the 11th. And, so I had a whole lot planned, and, I just got a call from my mother that her steering wheel no longer appears to be attached to the front wheels of her van, and that's very not good. Well, I have a bunch of stuff I got to take to the storage unit anyway, otherwise I won't be able to put her in the van. Down here I have a Yamaha receiver, which you can probably see the volume knob to, a pair of very nice KEF speakers. This box here is pretty much filled with projects. I have a lot of things going on here. This is that CD-ROM that I was talking about with that compact computer. And those KEF speakers, they're probably too nice for what I'm going to do, but I'm going to work with what I have. I also have a pair of Realistics. I don't know if I'm going to do a 4-channel or not set up where I'm going to do it, but yeah, this has a whole bunch of project stuff in here, just a lot of stuff, and hopefully I can get to some of it. So when I get this to the storage unit, I'll show you guys what I got going on. So this is my mother's van. Turn the wheel. Nothing happens at the wheels. Keys are out. Something has happened between the intermediate shaft and the rack. And I don't know if I even want to put another penny into this damn thing. So I didn't plan on running the generator today because, I was planning on being quick. But it turns out everything I've done is making it dark as crap in here. So I want to try to explain some of my vision here. By the way, these are KEF C15 speakers. They're like a 4.5-inch driver or 5-inch driver. I'd have to look them up and verify. Maybe I'll put that down in the description. These speakers are incredible, especially paired with something like this Yamaha, what is this thing, R-V98. What I initially wanted to do is mount a car stereo right there, and then like I had these two little speakers I could hang. Well, the wind decided I didn't need that door open. But then I thought about it, I'm like, every time I turn it on, I'm going to need to reset all the bass, the treble, the input and all that, because I don't have a 12-volt system, or I don't have a battery in here. I should probably do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a shelf that comes down maybe about, I'm going to have to find out exactly how tall these speakers are, and then I'm going to hang everything. Actually, I'm probably going to mount these sideways. I'm going to mount them in the corners up here, and then on the shelf I'll have the stereo here, and I'll have the computer that's hooked to the TV there. That'll clear up a lot of desk space and make my life a little easier. I'm kind of considering doing this now, or doing some of this now, because I have time and I have a lot of the tools with me. Tonight, me and my mother are going to a service at my church. It's the second Saturday of the month, and they do a second Saturday worship service. It's not like a church service, it's just praise and worship. But in this box, I did a test with this system a while ago. It was, I did a comparison between this and an I think it was an i3, like a 2nd gen i3. And I just got a lot of different stuff in here. I got the CD drive that's for that compact. Got the cables for it, obviously. I have this kind of neat screwdriver that my dad gave me. My dad works for a steel dealer. It's got a flashlight on both ends, and it has screwdriver. It's not practical to use, but it is cool to use, but it's helpful to have. Got a whole bunch of floppy disks and stuff in here. I have RAM for that. I know that's an AMD system, but I don't remember what was on it. I have the attention span of a gnat right now, apparently. I'm so upset about my mother's van. These are realistic Minimus 26s. They are a average speaker from the time frame. I want to say late 70s, early 80s. You know, they have that typical look. All this stuff has been in my closet in my bedroom for like 2 years. They're only like 40 watts. So I don't know if I want to run all 4 speakers in here or just use one or the other. But I have my options. This receiver I trash picked a long time ago, and it was a very nice receiver. It was surround sound in the early 90s. I'm going to pause this and turn this around real quick. So I did not know it was missing a foot. I gotta look in my truck, see if it's in there. Like maybe it fell off in there. But you know, it's got the rear, center, and then it has the four main speakers. It's a pretty typical unit. Like none of this stuff's really going to work anymore. You know, like it's not going to be compatible with any modern surround sound system, but it does split the video, which is good. You know, but I'm going to run to my truck, see if I can find that foot, and I'll be right back. So even though I had the time and I had the tools, I'm not going to do anything today because, as you can tell, it wants to rain so bad. So we're going to stay in here. Oh, I forgot to plug this in. Okay. So I actually haven't done any testing yet. We're going to test this together. I hooked up the KES speakers to the receiver. I got YouTube up on this TV, or on this computer. I'm going to turn this down. I don't know how well so it's doing okay. So I don't know how well the mic's going to pick this up, but I'll turn treble. I'll keep that about half. Okay. These things sound good. Yeah, I'm not going to put that in any Pro Logic or anything. They actually have a little bit of a kick to them. That's pretty good. I have no idea what the volume's even set to on the computer, so. But yeah, everything seems to be working good. If you can tell, I have a whole bunch of games in here, most of which are Windows 98. So, I like the sound of those other white speakers, but they're just so flaky and all that. So I don't want to deal with the hassle with them right now. I know this works. I know when I go to do some of this stuff, I can actually provide decent sound, even though I just hit my microphone with my hand. Yeah, that's just a song I know I can play on here without worrying about copyright. So, oh, okay, neat. So, when I go to do this, the sound is going to be hooked up to here. I might, actually, this will give me an opportunity. I'm going to show something else real quick. All right, everybody, so it's Monday morning for me, and just a second later for you. I'm here at my mom's van. Unfortunately, I had it jacked up as far as I could get it with a jack, and it wasn't even a safe situation. So, because of the way I had it jacked up, and so, but you can't even see the rack and pinion or the steering shaft through there. And I have a friend that has a repair shop a few miles that way. We're going to tow it there and get it up on the lift and see what we can find out. Unfortunately, though, I know for a fact I won't be able to film there. So anything I find out, I'll have to tell you guys, you know, like a third person, like, you know, hey, this is what we found. But yeah, it's a really weird situation the way it broke. Apparently she pulled in where she's at and she went to straighten her wheel, you know, straighten out, and then all of a sudden the steering wheel just, you know, freewheels. And thank God that did not happen on the road here. She's always on the highway because she has doctor's appointments like all over the place because she has problems with her knees. She has to go to specialists. Thank God it happened here and not on 295 doing 65, 70 miles an hour, because that would be, we would be having a completely different conversation right now. But yeah, so we got to find out what's wrong with it, whether it's worth fixing or not. My wife and I have been toying with the idea of getting a bigger vehicle, like a Toyota Highlander. So what we're thinking, the idea was to trade in her car for something newer. But I think what we're going to do is buy a Highlander or something like that, and then give my mother her Chevy Captiva, which I'll try to put a card up here somewhere. I don't know where it's going to be, to a video I did about the Captiva. It's actually not a bad car, even though I don't like it, but it's not a bad car. So with that in mind, let's go to the camper and try to at least do something that that makes me feel better. So I wouldn't say that I completely forgot to film, but you know, the whole thing with my mother's car has got me down. So I just wanted to, you know, work in quiet. So this is not exactly what I had in mind, but I'm trying to use up material that I have here before I buy material. This board here used to be one of the seats down here, but that's 37 inches by 11 inches. The receiver and speaker fit really nice up there. It's not overloaded. The board just had a little bit of a bow in it. And I managed to, while I was putting that first screw in the back, I managed to get the screwdriver bit in my finger. It's not too bad. Nothing to worry about. This one, I'm not going to build as wide. I think I'm only going to do 30 inches or so. And it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but I think I'll be okay with it. But yeah, so this is going to have everything above my head. The speakers aren't super high in the air, so that won't be bad at all as far as like sound projection. I think this is actually going to turn out pretty alright. The one thing I did, I almost took the curtains down, but they do mess with, if I take them down, they mess with the lighting when I'm recording. So I'm going to try my best to keep them up for now before I cover them up with plywood or something, just so that they're not there. Then I can take down that curtain rod. But of course, when I started all this, it was 68 degrees here in New Jersey on like December 11th. And then today it's like 37. So I'm going to need to take that stuff out of there so I have access to up there. And yeah, this is all coming along pretty nicely. And then once I have it all up, I'll show you how some things are working. Right now I just have that all the way up there so that I had more lighting inside of that. But yeah, everything is coming along pretty nice. Alright, so I've got everything back together now. Right now I'm getting ready to do some testing. This is not, like I said, it's not exactly what my vision was. And that side definitely did not come out perfect. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not. But, but that's the left side is not great, but it is holding and it's doing what I needed to do for now. So all this was built with less than 1 2x4, and then the board was actually twice as wide as this, so I just went ahead and cut it in half, and that worked out pretty good. The computer hangs off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. So let's get some stuff put back together and let's do some testing. You know, sometimes it's best that you can't see everything that's going on. Right now, there's such a mess behind everything. Now, I was fighting through an issue trying to find an audio issue because I wasn't getting any sound out of the out of this computer, and it turned out that what I was doing wrong was I had speakers A turned off on the receiver, but I got everything settled back up, and even though I hate this one, I'll play it. You know. So audio works fine, coming from both speakers up there. How do I want to do this? You know, I'll go into DOS mode. Yeah, like I didn't know what the heck was going on. I couldn't get any sound out of this. Ooh, that's not good. We'll go back into Windows and do it that way. My bad. Let me pause this while I do that. Yeah, I just realized I never set up one of my favorite settings when I was a kid. It was the animated hourglass, where it did the the countdown timer thing. I've never done that. I didn't do this on this computer. Now, one of the issues I had with this game, and I might have to pause it again while it comes up, was that I could hear the sound effects, but I couldn't hear the person talking, and that was a problem. But one of the great things right now is I have all that space where that computer was back. One of the things I want to get that's in my Amazon wish list, if you guys ever look at that, is there's an I'd rather have the computer under the desk. Oh, that's definitely louder. I wish I had a remote for this receiver. Go past that.
Well, we'd like to offer you the job. However, I do just need your name for my personnel files.
Yeah, I could never hear any of that when I had the other speakers hooked up. I don't know what that was about, but now the audio is like perfect. Yeah, this was definitely a worthwhile thing doing, setting up the stereo receiver in here. And I thought about just stacking it on the desk, but that would take up so much room right now. And yeah, I'm just glad I didn't do that. So a couple things I have waiting on this computer. I have a SATA PCI card, and I also have.
This screen gives an overview of all the part areas in the game. Oh.
Yeah, none of that was audible when I was playing this game before.
Adding a roller coaster to this park would make it really cool. Why don't you build one? Coasters can be found in the ride section of the Build Attraction screen.
Alright, cool. So I have everything working. That's really what I wanted to check out, was that everything was working. And I can use the scroll wheel on that. Yeah, everything is great. I'm happy with how this is all turning out. Because this is a nice little area for me to, like, even if I'm not doing a video, I can come here and just play some Windows 98 games. What was that, Trash Can? Yeah. But, yeah, I'm really, really...
Look out, she's gonna blow! You've got a ride that's about to break down.
Which one? Breakdown in a minute. Fellows Bouncer. Well, I got mechanics, so is that this one? Oh yeah, the mechanic's already working on it, so. Alright. I'm not gonna waste any more time with this. I just wanted to show that I had this all set up and working. And I think I have accomplished that. Now what I can do instead is change which one is bigger, but this is just to set that up. So anyway, I think this is it for today. Even though this wasn't a huge build, I'm definitely a little worn out from it. So thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank everybody for watching. Scrolling across the screen right now. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters, and if you'd like to see your name there, there's always a link down in the description below. But as always, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.